Never start your morning with your phone. Never. That's the first thing I learned. And it's not because it's trendy advice. It's because the guy who's obsessed with brain, performance, peak energy, and mental clarity, Andrew Huberman, literally avoids it like the plague. I didn't believe it either, but I followed everything he does, down to the cold showers and sunlight, 30 straight days. And let me tell you, this guy might be onto something. Let me break it down. This wasn't just a challenge. This turned into one of the biggest rewires of how I live. I used to wake up groggy, scroll for 20 minutes, drag myself into the day, then spend the afternoon wondering why I felt like trash. Not anymore. For the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what Andrew Huberman does in his morning routine, what happened when I copied it for 30 days, and what you absolutely need to know if you're thinking about trying it too. Okay, first things first. I didn't just randomly Google Andrew Huberman routine and make guesses. I pulled info from his podcast, his interviews, and his Instagram Q&As. The man's consistent. He breaks his morning into 3 simple phases: light, movement, and focus. That's it. But don't confuse simple with easy. Day 1, cold reality check. On my first morning, I woke up and reached for my phone out of habit. Then I remembered. Nope, not this month. I put it face down and got out of bed. The goal was to hit sunlight within 30 minutes of waking up. Huberman says getting natural light early resets your circadian rhythm, boosts cortisol at the right time, and helps your brain lock in that it's time to be awake. So I stumbled outside, barefoot, puffy-eyed, half awake, and just stood there like a confused lizard. It was weird, but something about the cool air and light actually did wake me up a little. No coffee, no screen, just sun. Then came movement. Nothing crazy. Huberman doesn't recommend a full workout first thing unless it's light, so I stretched and walked for about 10 minutes. That's it. But the weird thing, it made me feel slightly more in control of my day. Like I had done something good before the chaos even started. Days 2 to 7. The withdrawal. This is the part no one talks about, the phone cravings. Not being able to check notifications, first thing made me feel like I was missing something important, and my brain didn't like it. I kept reaching for it out of instinct, like a smoker patting their pockets. But here's what changed by day 4. My focus got sharper, like noticeably sharper. I started reading more in the morning. I even journaled, something I never thought I'd do, and I didn't feel like I was reacting to the world. I was setting the pace. By day 7, I added in Huberman's cold exposure protocol. Yes, cold showers. I'm not gonna lie, they sucked at first. But he recommends it because they spike dopamine without a crash, wake up your nervous system, and improve stress resilience. It's not just mental toughness stuff. The science backs it. I would blast myself with cold water for 60 seconds at the end of my regular shower. Not full Wim Hof level, but enough to make me question my life choices. And then, weirdly, I'd feel amazing afterward. Like my brain just got a software update. Week 2. The shift. By the second week, I noticed 2 big things. I had more energy in the morning, and my coffee intake dropped naturally. I wasn't trying to quit caffeine, but I didn't feel like I needed as much. Huberman says sunlight plus movement reduces the morning crash we usually fix with coffee. Another piece I added was his recommendation to delay caffeine for 120 minutes after waking. I was skeptical. But delaying that first cup meant I avoided the early afternoon slump. It made my energy last longer. Again, not magic, but real biology. He also talks about non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR. It's like guided meditation or yoga nidra. Around 2 p.m., when I'd normally feel drained, I started doing 10-minute NSDR sessions from YouTube. Game changer. Felt like I napped without sleeping. That helped me focus for another few hours with zero crash. Week 3. Unexpected wins. This is where the compound effect kicked in. I started waking up before my alarm. My mood stabilized. I wasn't snapping at people in traffic. I started noticing colors more. Sounds crazy, I know. But when you reduce screen time, increase outdoor light, and sleep better, your senses get sharper. Science says dopamine and serotonin systems balance out when you anchor your circadian rhythm properly. I felt that. I also started getting creative again. I'd sit and ideas would just come. Writing got easier. Problem solving felt less like a grind. That's not just a mood boost, that's actual executive function improving. Huberman calls this neuromodulator alignment, when dopamine, acetylcholine and norepinephrine all start firing properly. That's what this routine does. It sets the stage for your brain to work the way it's supposed to. Week 4. Locked in. The final stretch wasn't about discovering something new. It was about realizing that this routine wasn't hard anymore. It was just me now. Wake up, sunlight. Move. Hydrate. Delay caffeine. Cold shower. Plan the day. No phone. And the best part, I wasn't perfect. I missed a cold shower here or there. I slept in one day. But I always came back to the anchors, light and movement. Those were non-negotiable. And they carried everything else. By the end of the 30 days, I didn't just feel better. I operated better. I produced more work with less stress. I was more patient. I felt like I had actual space in my brain again, not constantly buzzing, not reactive, just stable. So what actually changed? I went from 3 to 4 cups of coffee to 1. I stopped reaching for my phone for the first hour of the day. I started sleeping deeper and waking up faster. I had more energy through the day, with fewer crashes. My anxiety dropped without any supplements. I lost 4 pounds, not from dieting, but just from moving more. My attention span noticeably improved, all from a routine that sounds basic on paper. And here's the thing. You don't have to follow it perfectly. You just need to try parts of it. Start with sunlight and phone-free mornings. Build from there. Huberman's system works because it honors how our brains actually work, not how we wish they did. He's not selling a quick fix. He's showing you how to build a system that gives your body and brain what they need. Without hacks, without biohacking BS. Just daily decisions that add up. So if you're waking up groggy, feeling foggy by lunch, or just want to stop feeling like your phone owns your brain, try this. You might not just feel different. You might feel like yourself for the first time in a while. Watch the next video if you want the exact step-by-step plan I used. Plus, how I customized it for real life without quitting halfway through.